Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Changeling, and this movie is directed by Clint Eastwood, starring Angelina Jolie and John Malkovich, and it came out in 2008. And I thought this movie was really great. I've never seen it before. I've always heard that it was good, and I finally got a chance to see it, and there were a lot of things that I feel as though I got out of it. Like, I really like the music in the movie, although it is overused at a couple points, but still good music overall. And I do like the characters in this movie in terms of like how they're developed and how information is presented. And the way the story plays out, it's very much how you would, I guess, probably expect. It doesn't do anything groundbreaking. But with that being said, there's nothing really to complain about in terms of its structure, mostly because of the presentation and how things happen in the movie. And does the movie earn the emotions that it's going after? Yes, it does. And so, because of that, there isn't really a whole lot to complain about that. And I thought Angelina Jolie was really great in this movie. It might be my favorite performance from her, honestly. And she had lots of moments to really shine. She does cry quite a bit in this movie, and she's really good at that. And it's not just always like tears consistently falling from her eyes. And she doesn't blink a million times to squeeze those tears out of her eyes either. Like sometimes she has like her eyes are about like a little watery, and depending on the scene, that would work in some scenes, but in other scenes it would be something else. And that was something that I could believe, and I thought she did a great job. And I do like how the movie presents the 1920s and how it's just not really a great time. I mean, comparatively to other points in history, it's not the worst time to exist in, but still, there were lots of problems going on that the movie highlighted, and it was made pretty clear as to that these things were issues that needed to be highlighted, and the movie handled them in ways that I feel were tastefully done. It didn't feel like the movie had no idea what it was talking about, and it didn't make any sense. Like, the movie is 2.5 hours, and it takes its time. Not that it's a slow film or boring. I was never bored while watching this movie, but just keep in mind that this movie is long, and it does really want to explore as much as it can with that runtime. And I do really like it whenever John Malkovich is on screen, because out of all of the side characters in the movie, he's the most likable one in the entire film for me, or at least in my opinion. Not saying that there's no other likable characters in the movie. I'm just saying out of the side characters, he's my favorite. It just has a really compelling story that just works. It's one of those movies that I feel just works. And I do have a couple issues with it. And my biggest issue with the movie would be that a couple of side characters felt a little too cartoonish, and I just found them to be a little irritating. I'm just like, this is a little too much, okay? Stop. And there was also a couple moments where the movie did use artificial slowing down, where there's just less frames. That was a little distracting. Not that it's a huge deal for me. Like, it was only in the movie for like a couple seconds, but it's still noticeable, and just not something that I need to see in the movie, because it's more of like an early 2000s trope, I guess. Back when it was, I guess, more commonly done. And also keep in mind, this is not a film that is like happy and uplifting. It's also kind of a depressing movie. It's pretty sad at points, so just be prepared for that. And that's about all I have to say about Changeling. It was a great movie that I really enjoyed. It worked, and everything that I was kind of afraid that would be bad, it actually succeeded in doing so. Like, the story was compelling, it had really great characters, and really great performances, really great cast. The movie does look nice. It's well shot overall, and that was something that really stood out to me, because I wasn't really expecting a whole lot from a Clint Eastwood movie. Not that he's like the worst director ever or anything, but I was just concerned, like, how's this gonna look? And overall, I think the movie looked great, and there's really nothing to complain about, visually speaking, aside from the artificial slowing down, but that's about it. So definitely check this movie out whenever you get the chance, and with all that being said, I'm going to give Changeling an 8 out of 10. There's a part of me that kind of wants to give it a 9, because after thinking about it, there are a lot of things that I really loved, and most of this movie is really great. But I think I would need to see it a second time to really know how I feel about that. So I'm just going to give it an 8 out of 10 for now. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of Changeling, and my social media links. They will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Hitman. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.